Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I believe I have discovered the world's widest mouth. Today we set off on the journey to find the world's widest mouth. Not the longest, but the widest, the fattest, the biggest one that we can possibly find. And I believe that I found it. We'll put these wide mouths to the test and find out which one truly is the widest. We'll make them fight against some of the world's fiercest foes to see if they're capable of defeating them. I don't think I've ever realized this. 1 second before we continue, look at his hairline and then look at what is this brown stuff in the front right here? It's like he's got like the world's crappiest toupee. Now here's the thing, I actually don't know if one is actually wider than the other. I think I'm correct, but I'm excited to see what you guys think. Some of these creations though, I don't actually know how wide their jaws are, so the only way to really know is to pit them against things in battle and find out how big they actually are. Whether or not this is the widest mouth, it is definitely one of the best I've ever seen. Now before we get any further into today's video, Hog Rider, weird leg dude, says subscribe to the channel because only like 12% of you guys are subscribed. And if you're unfamiliar with these types of videos, here's what I do. We look at the world's widest mouth creations one by one, and then at the end we line them up and see truly who has the widest mouth. So let's get back to it. Behold, Giga Jaw. Look at this insane thing. I wanted to showcase this first because it's just so awesome. Now here's the thing, you guys comment below which one you think is the widest. This is definitely pretty wide compared to some of the other ones I think I'm going to show you, but is it the widest? I don't know, but look at this mouth and the epicness of it. Let's watch it in battle. It doesn't even really move, but it is bringing in that thing. Oh, does it actually work? This is the other thing. We have to have a functioning mouth. If the mouth is just for show, it's not actually like the widest mouth. We need it to actually open. Look at this thumbnail right here. This looks like it's going to be one of the widest mouths, but I don't actually know for sure. Let's put it down and find out. Oh, dude, it's too big. Let's try this again. Oh, there we go. Okay, whoa. I don't know if it's the widest, but this creation is awesome. Let's watch this awesome army fight against this huge creature. Look at this thing though. Oh, it's definitely not that wide, but man, there is so much going on with this. I love this mouth actually. It's really cool. There's so much happening with this thing. What is even going on? It's like a big dragon-like thing. It's really cool. It's got lasers. Look out for... Whoa. It's got a big laser in there. Does it actually eat? It does try to bite stuff. But like all big giant creatures, it doesn't really work all too well, but it definitely works with the laser. Well, it's not even, nothing's really getting close to it, nor is it really trying to eat anything, but it's definitely one of the coolest looking mouths I've seen in a long time. Look at all the arms it has and all these things. Looks like it's got kind of a weird beard thing. That's not terrifying or anything. I've got a whole army of hog riders. Here, this guy, every time I see him, I just can't help but laugh. And he is going to be fighting off against what's called the Hevomite. The Hevomite has a pretty wide mouth, but the question is it the widest? I don't know, but look at this gigantic beast. I'll give you one clue as to who this was made by, but look at, I like these little dragon things back here and whatever these are. They kind of remind me of those huge, from Godzilla, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, look at this mouth. It is pretty wide, but is it the widest? I don't know. I don't think it is, but it definitely is powerful looking. He just blasted that thing straight through its mouth. Look at what's happening when it gets blasted. These hands are going crazy or something. I don't even actually know. What is this? Okay, what's happening here? This is his body. Oh, look, it's the pig, and then his body is just getting, oh, that's his head. What's happening there? How is this even occurring? Well, whether or not it's the widest mouth, that sure makes for an interesting battle. I'm glad to see what's happening with these things when it gets harpooned. This next creation we showcased last time is kind of a hint as to what would happen. And someone actually guessed it right, which I was really impressed by. This is the Scruto Warden, and you know, this is about as wide as that last one, maybe not even as wide. So while it's a pretty cool looking creation, it definitely doesn't have the widest mouth. But honestly, you never know until you put them all by each other and see really who has the widest mouth. It is a really cool head though. I like how it's kind of square and cute. And here's the other thing too. Some of the other mouths might not actually even open. But there's really only one way to know, and that's to just keep on going and find the wider ones. These next two are probably the widest ones that I could even find. Nothing else even gets close, I don't think. But here's the problem. We have a big creature and we have a small creature. And so really it's hard to determine who would be the wider one if they were the same size. But I think I know, but maybe I'll let you be the judge, although I probably will cast the judgment at the end. This giant creature, I think, was originally made by Unirite, and somebody has recreated it. And look at this sweet tail. It's called like the Livy Riddis or something like that, or Livy Riddis. And this thing's mouth is extremely wide. Look at this. I don't even know how we want to gauge this, but it's at least, I don't know, 10 blocks or so wide. It's a massive mouth, and not the longest, but definitely maybe one of the widest ones. Look, wow, that I don't think I can safely say I've never had that happen before, where that many erupted at once. Look at how wide this mouth is, though, you guys. That is a really wide mouth. But I think there might be one that's wider. If we were to extrapolate... I'm trapped inside! If we were to extrapolate the size of it and make it a similar size, then perhaps. But then again, the mouth might not open where this one does. But either way, this thing is definitely one of the widest ones. And if you know of a wider one than the two I'm about to show you, please tell me. But I think they might be the widest ones in the game. That thing is called Livy Riddis. The Livy Riddis is this name, the last one. This one, though, is called the Giga Jaw, and as you can tell, does it not look far wider than the other one? But here's the real question. Does it open? It does open! It might not open as big, but it does open up. I think that this is wider. The Giga Jaw, I think this might be the widest mouth in all of the game. Now, I think the only way to really know is to put it against one another. So let's stop the battle. Let's check it out. Look at this mouth on this thing. It's so wide. But I don't know how I'm going to extrapolate this, but let's try, shall we? Oh, you guys, it's like the same size as it is in a small version. Maybe what we can do is let's take this thing. Let's get rid of it. Okay, let's take this thing and try to put it right underneath it. Here we go. Oh, I mean, because of the size, the Livy Riddis might be bigger. But if you were to take the size and magnify it, that thing could be larger. But that's not the real question that we're answering, right? The real question we're answering is which one actually has the widest mouth. And I think the Livy Riddis actually has the wider mouth. That is really cool. But for this it's a cute little dragon thing. I love it. But I think the Livy Riddis has the wider mouth. Now, should we gauge it this way, the actual widest mouth, or should we extrapolate? You let me know in the comments below who you think wins this fight here. I think the simple fact that the Giga Jaw could fit inside the Livy Riddis' mouth, it's probably enough to say that this one wins, in my opinion. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. I do hope you guys had a fun time watching, and if you know a wider one, or you guys want to make a wider mouth, and we can guys, I'll do another video. Okay, if you want to make wider mouths, that's great by me. Title it Entak wide, or widest mouth for Entak, or whatever, and we'll do it. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day. Click one of the 2 videos you're about to see. I'll see you guys next time.